First dates can be a mix of excitement and nervousness, often leading to unforgettable, and sometimes cringe-worthy, moments. Here are 10 awkward first date stories that will make you laugh, cringe, and maybe even feel a little relieved that you're not alone in your dating mishaps. 1. The Ex Encounter. Jamie went on a date with someone she met online, only to discover halfway through dinner that he was her high school ex. While they both tried to act casual, the tension in the air was palpable. The date ended with a quick, "Nice to see you again," but both of them left feeling awkwardly nostalgic. 2. The Food Disaster. Mike was excited to impress his date with a fancy Italian restaurant. Unfortunately, he was so nervous that he knocked over a bowl of spaghetti, sending it flying across the table. Both laughed it off, but he spent the rest of the evening dabbing sauce off his shirt and feeling self-conscious. 3. The Mismatched Interests. Sarah was eager to meet Tom, a fellow book lover. However, she quickly learned that his idea of a good time was not a cozy cafe, but rather an extreme sports park. As he excitedly described bungee jumping, she found herself nodding along while secretly wishing for a quiet evening with a good book. 4. The Accidental Text. After a long week, Lisa was nervous about her date with Jake. Wanting to vent about her nerves, she sent a message to her best friend, only to realize she had accidentally sent it to Jake instead. His response was a mixture of surprise and confusion, leading to an awkward conversation about texting etiquette. 5. The Clumsy Moment. Alex was trying to be charming by showing off his dance moves at a local bar. Unfortunately, he miscalculated a spin and ended up knocking over a drink, drenching both himself and his date in the process. They ended up laughing about it, but he spent the rest of the night in a sticky shirt. 6. The Surprise Visitor. During a romantic dinner, Mark's ex unexpectedly walked in and sat down at the table next to them. The awkward glances and forced smiles made the atmosphere tense, and the date ended with an abrupt, "Let's call it a night," after they both pretended to focus on their meals. 7. The Language Barrier. When Sophia went on a date with Luis, they both spoke different first languages. Their dinner conversation turned into a hilarious game of charades, filled with mispronounced words and misunderstandings. They spent most of the night laughing and ended up bonding over their shared inability to communicate. 8. The Family Surprise. On her first date with Ben, Emily was excited to go out for dinner, but things took a turn when they unexpectedly ran into his family at the same restaurant. The awkward introductions and relentless teasing from his siblings made for a date filled with blushing and embarrassment. 9. The Unfortunate Wardrobe Choice. During a dinner date, Rachel decided to wear a trendy pair of high heels that she was not used to. Halfway through the night, she lost her balance and tumbled to the floor, causing a scene. Instead of being mortified, her date helped her up and they both burst into laughter, turning the mishap into a memorable moment. 10. The Overzealous Waiter. Alex and Mia were enjoying their date when the waiter became overly friendly, constantly interrupting their conversation with jokes and anecdotes. While they tried to enjoy their meal, they couldn't help but feel that their date had turned into a comedic performance, leaving them both giggling at the absurdity of it all. These awkward first date stories remind us that sometimes, the most embarrassing moments can lead to the best memories. Whether it's a mishap or an unexpected encounter, it's all part of the journey in finding love and laughter in the dating world.